Hi everyone, it's Mandy. I've had a busy couple of days this week. I got some scrapbooking done. I have another page for you all that I did. I finished this up just today. It's a cute little another page that I've done for my winter album. I've been sharing these one at a time just to show the detail in them all and show you all what the My Memory Suite can do. Now, this one here, again, I wanted to show, because it's Snow Day Fun. That's the title of the page. I think it was very neat to have the sledding pictures from when we went sledding. This was Xander's first time getting to go on a sled. My son Kylan loves to sled, even though at the end of the sledding he kept running into the briars and stuff that are below the tree, but it did not stop him. He literally slid until all of the snow was gone. As you can see in this picture here, most of the snow was gone from the top already. So whereas whenever I sledded earlier in the day with the baby. So anyway, so I've got Snow Day Fun as the title of this. I've got some snowflakes to highlight the title as well. I have this cute little flower that I added a snowflake embellishment to. I did a journaling tag as well that I'm going to add some writing to about the day when I get this printed out. This was a circle here. It was a circle shape that I did. And then whenever you use the shapes in My Memory Suite, you can actually use the background paper to fill in that shape. So that's really the only time you can do that. You can't do that with like an embellishment or something like that. I hope in the future they have that ability to do that, but until then they just don't. And then I have this lace back here as a background that I recolored in the same kind of light green here. And then this was a ribbon that they had that I recolored in red. But I had some issues with this ribbon because I wanted it to be straight, and the one that they had was actually curled in a way. So I wanted it to be straight, so I had to mess with it a little bit, and I'm going to show you what I did there in just a few minutes. This here was another shape that I used a background page color for. This is green with some dots on it. These cute mittens I recolored. They're originally blue, so I recolored them to red to go with the motif of the page. And then this flower here I recolored green. This is an accordion flower is how they word it in the embellishments. I have a cute little snowflake here to kind of set that off there. This is a swirl ribbon here that I added to the side as well to kind of frame the picture as best I could. So it's a simple kind of page. This background paper is kind of interesting. It's not just a simple red background. It's actually a crinkled background, basically as if somebody had folded up some paper and used it that way. So it gives it a little bit more interest here, as you can tell the bend in the page right there. So it gives it a little bit more interest to it than just having a simple red background. So that just shows some of the textures and differences that you can have when you're using the software. So you don't miss that with your traditional scrapbooking. Also the fun is actually letters that were embellishments, and I recolored them. These were originally blue. I recolored them to green since that's kind of the color I was going with. But I like how this circle background here has blue with it, because it does highlight the blue in my jacket, and some of the background was blue and things like that. So I thought it played off well, even though it was kind of out of the color scheme, but I went with it anyway. Alright, so now we're going to go into My Memory Suite, and I'm going to show you what I mean by this ribbon here. This was my main issue with this page, and so I'm going to show you what it was. I'm going to go into my embellishments here, and I'm going to look up ribbons. And I do know this ribbon was not red and pink and white before. It was, I'll show you if I can find it. Bear with me here while I go through these. So I was finding just the right one that I needed for the job. It was this one. Is it this one? I don't think it was that one, because it wasn't red. It was green, I think, and I had to recolor it to make it red. This is some of the fun of trying to do this live, right? This is not rehearsed. And I think I'm going to go through the same exact steps I did when I was trying to find this. Because I think what I did is I went through all these and I couldn't find what I wanted still. So I think what I looked up was I looked up striped instead. So this is what I'm talking about trying to find just the right embellishment for your project. Sometimes you have issues. Here it is. Right here. This. No, the border stripe actually did not color right. This is another example of what I'm talking about some of the embellishments not coloring right. So I did originally pick this. And I was like, oh, this is even cool because it's got the scalloped edge to it and everything. I'll recolor that. So I want to recolor it red. That's what it did to recolor. I wanted the black to be red. And that's what I was hoping would happen, but it didn't. So instead, I'm like, nope, not going to go with that one. So let's get rid of that. And we're going to add our embellishment again. That's just one of the pitfalls of this program. You know, you have to find ways around it. So I'm like, well, my only other option, because I want it to be striped, is this one right here, this striped ribbon. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. This is what it originally came out with, this pink and blue, and as you can tell, it is not straight at all. And I'm like, what am I going to do? This is a problem. But one thing they have over here is they have the ability to crop embellishments. So I went to the cropping tool there, and I'm like, okay, well, what part of this is straight? To about right here. Okay, so this part here is straight, so we'll keep that part. So we did it like that. So as you can tell, that whole piece is straight, and I hit OK. So that's the only piece I want to keep. Okay, but I want to continue with the stripe pattern, because if I just extend this, then these stripes are just going to get bigger. See, I'll show you what I mean. If I just extend this to the size of the page, you see what I mean by the stripes just get bigger? But I wanted my stripes to stay small. So let's undo that and I'll show you what I did. Okay, so simple and sweet. You just copy, Control C, copy, Control V to paste. It pastes another one down here. So then I go and I join them up. And of course they don't match perfectly with the pink and all that, but hey, it's what you do. And then, in fact, what I think I did is I did this because they didn't match up perfectly. So I actually dragged this all the way to the bottom here. And then I did drag them a little bit each way to try to get them to meet in the middle from there. And so you drag it, and then it meets. And so then I think I just drug this one here on top of the other one to make the blue go on top. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't have done it that way. This is my perfectionist showing right here. Okay, I would have done the pink on top. That's what I would have done. And I probably would have made it match right there. And there you go. That's how I did it. So that is just a fun little way of making a embellishment work for you. If you can't get it to be just the right way you want it, you can always work with it and get it to do what you want it to do. And now I've got a straight ribbon, not a curled one, or a kinked one, as that one was. So that's just a fun little tip on how to get it to do that. But anyway, this is what I have for this page. Again, this one took some doing, but it was actually one of my faster pages to do. I think it's because I'm starting to get used to the software a little bit more too. That and this version 7 is a lot easier to deal with. Also, they're coming out with version 8 tomorrow. So if you're still wanting to try out My Memory Suite and you haven't yet, right now would be a great time because they're coming out with the new version, version 8. And if you want to try it out, but you don't want to pay full price, and honestly, who doesn't love a discount? You can get a discount by putting in my coupon code. It's in the description bar in the bottom. You'll get $10 off of the My Memory Suite software, and I think that you will not regret it. If you join with the club, the design club that they have, you will get a ton of free kits with that. And then you get couple of free ones each month. I think it's 5 or 6 of them for free each month. And it bills monthly. It's only $6 a month. It's a great deal, and so if you're going to try my memory suite, I suggest you join that as well, just to get the full benefit of it. You can also go onto their site. They've got a lot of free kits available that'll help you get your collection going of embellishments and things like that, because if you're like me, I love to have tons and tons of embellishments and things. I just like to have choices. Who doesn't love to have choices? I know regular scrapbookers do too. They have tons of the same items and different colors and things like that. So that was just kind of how my thought process was on it. So I was like, yes, give me the design studio. Let me be a member of the design club, so that way I can get some of my free kits each month. And then if I choose to buy stuff, I also get a discount and everything. So it's just an awesome thing, and you just pay $6 a month, and you can, you know, scrap to your heart's content. So anyway, that's all I've got for you all today. Y'all have a great rest of your Thanksgiving Day. I hope you enjoyed this kit, or this page rather. Y'all have a great day.